A new report has come out stating that Stone Cold Steve Austin might be returning to WWE for another match at WrestleMania 39. There's even a video floating around with Stone Cold training in a gym, and it seems like he's going to come back after the success of his match with Kevin Owens at WrestleMania 38 earlier this year. We've got to ask the important question, should Austin come back for another match? Is it really a good idea? And the answer to that is hell yeah. If his health isn't an issue, then Stone Cold should absolutely come back for one more match. Was his match with Kevin Owens the best thing we've ever seen in WWE? Probably not, but that doesn't matter. Stone Cold is still one of the biggest draws in WWE history, and you could make the argument that he is the biggest of all time. It wouldn't make sense for WWE to not bring him back for another match. WrestleMania 38 was the most watched event in the company's history, and Austin is definitely an important piece of that since he did show up on both nights of the show. The first one was with his match against Kevin Owens, and the second one was giving stunners to everyone in the ring. This means that WrestleMania 39 might feature Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and John Cena, and that could be the biggest WrestleMania of all time. Like, oh my god. Now that we've answered the question on if Austin should come back, the next question is, who should he face? Well, I have 5 potential opponents that could be great choices. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Brock Lesnar is a dream match that we've never got to witness. The match was supposed to happen in 2002, but Austin was upset about the booking of the match and decided to walk away from WWE. He wasn't happy with the idea of the match taking place at King of the Ring without a proper build-up. Austin felt like the match needed to have a storyline with a payoff at a pay-per-view match. Because of that, 2 of the biggest names in WWE never faced off. Well, that could change with Stone Cold coming back for another match at this year's Mania. Brock Lesnar is currently on one of the best runs of his career right now, putting on quality matches when he gets the chance to be on TV. It might be a great idea to set up this match and finally give us what we wanted to see 2 decades ago. The only issue with this is that German suplexes might be a little too dangerous for Stone Cold Steve Austin to take, because that's like a big part of Brock Lesnar's, movesets. Brock Lesnar is also kind of busy with Bobby Lashley. They both have a win over each other, and it seems like they'll have one final match. And if that final match does not happen at WWE Day 1 or at the Royal Rumble, then it's most likely going to happen at WrestleMania. Assuming Lesnar is going to be free in April and could protect Stone Cold Steve Austin in the ring, which I think he can, this match would need to happen. It would draw a lot of eyes, that is for sure. This may seem like the dumbest option of the entire list, considering that Stone Cold had many matches with The Rock. The 2 have even wrestled together 3 times at WrestleMania. With that being said though, it's still a possibility. I'm sure there's a good chunk of fans who would love to see these 2 have one more match all these years later. It would be such a throwback. It would literally also probably be a disaster since both men have gotten so old, but it'll probably attract many viewers, so who cares? Think about that tagline, Austin versus Rock number 4, one more match, hashtag win doesn't end, hashtag never. To be completely honest though, we probably won't see this, because if The Rock is really coming back for one more match at WrestleMania, it will be against Roman Reigns. I don't see anyone else facing off against The Rock at WrestleMania. It's gotta be Roman Reigns. The WWE have been building up the Tribal Chief for the last 2 years to have this match with this much hype with The Rock. If you want to see Austin versus Rock, you're probably going to have to watch it on Peacock or the WWE Network, and no, that is not a sponsorship. Wrestling fans have wanted to see CM Punk versus Stone Cold Steve Austin for 13 years now. In 2011, CM Punk dropped his pipe bomb that forever changed his career and kind of changed the WWE and wrestling landscape as a whole. In that iconic segment, he wore a Stone Cold shirt. That was one of the many teases we've seen in the last decade. WWE was definitely teasing that in the case that Stone Cold was actually open to coming back to have a match with CM Punk, because like I said, he draws money. There were even rumors of it happening at WrestleMania 29 in New Jersey, but the plans fell through and Austin eventually stayed retired. I'm guessing that WWE didn't throw the money that they throw nowadays, because right now it's insane. They throw $3, $4, $5 million just for one match. Like, goddamn, if I was Stone Cold Steve Austin, I would come back too. CM Punk is currently under contract with AEW, but it's looking like he will be released very soon. Tony Khan does not want to keep him with their roster because he's a problem for the company's culture. If AEW does release him, WWE could seriously sign him to a contract and give us this match. To me, the hype surrounding this match kind of died. It's kind of been so long, and Punk doesn't have the same star power he had in 2012. On top of that, I don't really see the appeal anymore like I did before. Don't get me wrong, I would still love to see it, but it's not my number one option anymore. Randy Orton versus Stone Cold Steve Austin is a match that we haven't thought about too much, but the more you think about it, the more it sounds like it would be very good if it did happen. The story writes itself. It's the rattlesnake versus the viper. They have similar nicknames based off of snakes, and because of that, they gotta wrestle each other. No, I'm just kidding, but seriously, this match would have a lot of hype surrounding it. I also feel like Randy Orton never really gets big, important matches at WrestleMania, which I don't get, because why not? It's time that WWE starts respecting this man. Randy Orton is a legend in the business, and you could build an entire show around him. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Randy Orton would draw so many viewers. I can't think of a better heel that could get the people to really root for Austin. Like, of course, people are going to root for Stone Cold, but I think with Randy Orton as a heel, they're going to root for him even more because Randy Orton is so hateable when he does act like a villain. Randy Orton understands the business so well. I think he would do a great job at building up this feud and making you care. Not only that, but I think he's one of the safest workers in today's world of professional wrestling. You can guarantee that Stone Cold will be very safe. Not too many people can protect their opponents as well as Randy Orton. This all depends on when Randy comes back because he's currently dealing with a back injury. It didn't seem serious at first, but he just had surgery recently. That means he might even miss WrestleMania, which would absolutely suck. But if he does recover in time, then this is a dream match I personally would want to see. As we know, John Cena is scheduled to make his return for WrestleMania 39 to have a match. That is a story that was broken up last week. And while there's many different opponents for him to wrestle, such as Logan Paul, Gunther, or Austin Theory, Stone Cold might be the best option for him. Stone Cold and John Cena were the faces of their generations. This match would be a huge clash of two of the biggest names from two different eras in professional wrestling history. The amount of money that they would draw would be a lot. Considering how John Cena has only gotten bigger since joining Hollywood, this would attract a lot of new and old eyes. I'm so torn on who John Cena should wrestle. Part of me feels like a match with Logan Paul would be even bigger because Logan Paul brings a lot of casual audience members that don't really watch WWE to watch WWE. So John Cena and Logan Paul together would be a big money-making match. But Austin versus Cena sounds like an amazing match as well. You really can't complain with whatever WWE gives us. It's definitely going to be a difficult decision for WWE. Stone Cold possibly coming back for another match has certainly shook things up for WrestleMania in a good way. WWE has the opportunity to have the biggest WrestleMania of all time. This is a really exciting time to be a WWE fan. Let me know who you think Stone Cold should face at WrestleMania in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.